Vice President Kamala Harris officially accepted the Democratic Party's nomination to run for president on the final night of the DNC. Harris received a roaring applause as she took to the stage at the DNC. Harris secured the nomination barely a month prior when allies of President Joe Biden, aged 81, urged him to retire from the race. A successful campaign would result in Harris becoming the first female president in U.S. history.
After decades in law enforcement, I know the importance of safety and security, especially at our border. Last year, Joe and I brought together Democrats and conservative Republicans to write the strongest border bill in decades. The Border Patrol endorsed it. But Donald Trump believes a border deal would hurt his campaign.
The four-day Democratic National Convention has attracted a constellation of influential figures from the realms of politics and music. Singer Pink was joined by her 13-year-old daughter Willow to sing the hit song, "What About Us?" at the Democratic National Convention. Last month, Pink was part of a fundraising drive for Vice President Kamala Harris. In the meanwhile, thousands of pro-Palestinian protesters gathered to protest U.S. support for Israel as it wages war in Gaza on the last day of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. The issue is one of the most divisive among Democrats and got little attention at the convention, which could hurt them at the polls. Leaders of the uncommitted national movement, which mobilized nearly 750,000 voters during the primary elections to protest U.S. support for Israel's war in Gaza, said that convention organizers had rejected their request to include a Palestinian speaker in the program. U.S. President Joe Biden's support for Israel's assault on Hamas-ruled Gaza, one of the most divisive issues in the party, has not featured prominently at the convention.